Steve, obviously we've gone through on penalties. What do you think about the game and what you witnessed tonight?
Happy we've gone through. Very concerned that we didn't beat a championship side over 210 minutes.
That's true. Yeah.
90 minutes down at Carroll Road, and obviously the extra 1-1 tonight,
yeah.
Extra time. I mean, the penalties were absolutely great, but I mean, in your opinion, do you think we should be kicking on a little bit more and creating more chances? Well, the intensity in our play is not there at the moment. It's not what it was last season.
I think we're making chances. How many chances do we need to put to put the ball in the back of the net? That's the first part. And the second part, I think our intensity is not even anywhere near how it should be and was.
I mean,
and it was very lacklustre. I think it was almost like we were coasting through that full 90 minutes there and looking to nick it 1-0 and then just tricks off the park and into the next round we go.
I mean, it don't work like that.
No, it doesn't.
When you play a championship side in the FA
giving it
Cup,
everything.
Norwich were giving it everything tonight, and I thought that we were going to go out at one stage because if they had one more chance at the end, we would have been out.
Yeah.
I mean, they showed more fight than us. They had a bit more pace in their play. Would you not agree?
I thought we had more chances than them. I mean, Willian had 2 great chances in the first half, didn't he? Right, in the first sort of 30 minutes, and then we rattled the bar, didn't we? It was Danny Drinkwater, and then they actually clipped the bar, didn't they? They had a shot it in the bar.
Yeah,
and I thought the second half.
In all fairness, Caballero made a good save. He got a fingertip to that.
Yes, he did. Yeah. I thought, to be fair, second half it was a bit of a nothing really, and we were kind of trying to kill it off at the end. Couple of chances, didn't we? You know, and then they were always going to get in it, weren't they? With the referee, you know, with the decisions that we've given.
Like we should have had a penalty. I was right behind it. Morata was pushed to the ground. I mean, the referee he hasn't done us any favours there tonight. We could have done with that extra time tonight. And we got a game Saturday at 12:30. We just didn't need it. Most of the fans are very frustrated at the moment. I mean,
what do you make of the atmosphere tonight? I thought the atmosphere was terrible tonight.
Yeah, I thought the atmosphere was bad.
Absolutely terrible.
It's not too bad where I sit in Matthew Yard and know it's always good there, but I mean, the shedding should have been filled. Them empty seats that were there. Norwich didn't take the whole allocation. Surely we should have sold the other.
I heard they got offered 6 and they decided to take 6, and that's why it was emptied. And there probably wasn't enough time for us to sell them out on general sale or whatever, or work
they
out.
They did go on general sale, they were on general sale till 4 o'clock.
It's how they're numbered, I guess, as well, isn't it? Like, you know, so I don't know, and obviously the segregation in that particular part of the shed, like, you know. But
and then a lot of fans were saying, I don't know if you agree, that it was £15 to go down to see us at Norwich, and yet we were charging £30 here, and charging the Norwich fans £30. I mean,
same with Arsenal.
I mean,
Arsenal's what? Is it a tenner?
Tenner next week. We charge them £25. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, you say this to the Chelsea box office, or you ring them, or you email them, and they're just going to say, well, the prices are set out from the start of the season. That's all they're going to tell you, you know.
Well, I see what you're saying. Like, you know, if they can do it, why can't we do it, and all that sort of thing. But
going on to the transfer window, though, I mean, how we've not got Sanchez. I mean, Monday night when it come up on Sky Sports News that we're interested, we should be putting bids in straight away.
Absolutely. But it's not just that. For Arsenal to actually, for us to get to Arsenal to be able to sell him to Chelsea, let's be honest, London rivals and all that, you've got to go one better than Man United.
Yeah.
Whatever they're offering, you've got to go over and above.
And
otherwise, what's the point?
I just think the club him and harm about signing players and giving them the wages. I mean, if Hazard don't get the wages he wants in the summer, he'll be going to Real Madrid or
I think
Barcelona.
He'll stay, and I think he'll sign for 300 grand. But I would listen. If Sanchez wanted 330, 340, 350, I'd have paid it and given Hazard it, secured them both down, and obviously Courtois would sign his deal anyway for 200 grand a week. But no, listen,
I just don't think that Conte's going to be here next season. I mean, I looked at his press conference yesterday. He didn't seem happy at all.
No.
What did you think?
No, he didn't. No.
I mean,
it doesn't look happy all season.
I mean, the fans are singing his name tonight there in the Matthew Yard lower, and you know, is he getting the backing from the club? I don't think so. What do you think?
I don't. No, I don't. Well, I think it's fairly completely and utterly evident that with our transfer policy right now, and the fact that we're not spending money, And I think it's a lot to do with the stadium, to be fair. I think it is all stadium orientated.
You say about the stadium, it is nice to get a new stadium, but when the new stadium's built, it's going to cost fans a lot of money. And are we going to get the real fans there that are going to make a great atmosphere, or are we going to get tourists? That's my concern. I mean, because a lot of fans, they can't afford to go to football every week. And
Sure.
coming back to a new stadium,
Wait,
are we going to fill it with tourists?
It's well documented that he's going to make most of it, a massive, great big chunk of it corporate.
Yeah,
so we know that. So,
you just took the words out of my mouth. I've heard from a friend of mine that 17,000 is going to be corporate.
Yeah. Well, that's where they make their money, isn't it? You know, I'm not saying it's right. Listen, I've always argued for years they should give a section of the stadium 5,000 to the youth in the local area, and I'd give them a base inside the ground and make it kind of like a bit ultra-y, you know, where they're making it and stuff like that. Because I'll tell you what, those people in the corporate areas will pay a lot more money to see that choreography. Like people sit around and they watch Crystal Palace. What you like about them, they do make the noise.
I'll tell you another thing, if they ever do away with that £30 for the away games and the £10 subsidised for the coaches and the travel, a lot of fans would just knock it on the head.
I agree.
Because you can't go back to paying £50, £60 and then pay for travel another £30, £40.
Nah.
Before you have drink and a bite to eat, it's just getting
ridiculous, isn't it?
Getting silly, you know.
Well, listen, buddy, thank you very much for coming on again.
Yeah.
And we're through to the next round. That's all that matters.
And hopefully we'll win Saturday down at Brighton.
Yeah, mate. I'll be there. Have you be there?
Yeah.
I'll see you there. Cheers, buddy.
I hope you enjoyed the programme. Don't forget to subscribe to Chelsea SW6. And if you're interested, please take a look at my website. That's www.paulcanavillefoundation.com. Hey, look forward to seeing you at the bridge. Catch up.